Welcome to this mini course. Hope you can see me. This is about raising your vibration using your breath. So, what do I mean by that? Okay, for educational purposes only. So, deep breathing can change your life. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about deep breathing. So, when you practice deep breathing on a regular basis, your vibration will raise naturally and you will feel better on every level. So here's the learning objectives for this course, this free mini course. Benefits of deep breathing, number 1. And number 2, 3 easy breathing techniques. Number 3 is going to be 6 proofs that deep breathing is working, that it's actually raising your vibration. It's making you happier and more whole and more at ease and more relaxed and more energized. That's what it means to raise your vibration. So, deep breathing raises the vibration of your body. So every time you take a deep breath, you're getting more oxygen into your body. You're getting more oxygen in your blood. And that is going to allow your body to function at a higher level because it has more oxygen to work with. And oxygen is one of the most vital ingredients for the body to function at its best. So deep breathing also calms the mental body. And what does that mean? Well, I'm talking about the mind. So the mind or the mental body gets calm when the breathing is calm. If you've ever noticed when your mind is agitated or it's kind of out of control or you're feeling anxiety or stress, that your breathing kind of becomes erratic. It's faster, it's not deep, it's very shallow. And that is the mind manifesting in the breath. But the cool thing is, the breath can also affect the mind. So you can consciously change your breath, change your breathing pattern to result in a much more calm mind or a peaceful mind or a joyful mind. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this course, specifically that. So of course, deep breathing calms the physical body as well. It actually helps your heart rate slow down. When you slow your breathing and you exhale slowly, your heart rate will actually start to drop in a very good way. And your blood pressure also goes down. So deep breathing activates and aligns the energy body with the physical and mental body. So when all three of these bodies become aligned, that's when you experience life at your best. So that's when you function at your best. That's when you're in a great mood. You're feeling happiness, you're feeling joy or bliss. You feel like you have tons of energy, but you also feel totally relaxed and clear. So that's the goal of deep breathing, is to help you get into that state of alignment. And that will happen naturally as you breathe deeply on a regular basis. And you'll experience it. You'll know when that's happening. So, deep breathing, more benefits. Yes, there's endless benefits of deep breathing. So, of course, I mentioned earlier, it's going to reduce or even eliminate your anxiety. If you have anxiety, or if you have anxiety during certain circumstances, maybe social anxiety or any kind, deep breathing will improve your anxiety. It will reduce it at the very least. It will reduce your anxiety, if not completely eliminate your anxiety. Now, what I recommend doing is when you're doing a deep breath, you want to do it mindfully. So you don't want to just do it for the sake of doing it, but you want to bring your attention onto the breath as you're breathing deeply. So you're engaging both the physical body and the mental body at the same time because you're focusing on the deep breath. And that will really amplify the effect of the deep breath. So yes, deep breathing can eliminate stress. And if you don't believe me, next time you're in stressful situations, try slow, deep breathing before, during, and after those stressful situations. Basically, like before, during, and after, just the whole time. You're just breathing slower and deeper. And you're going to notice that you don't respond with stress anymore, or at least nowhere near the degree that you used to. And this is why it's so life-changing. So definitely just practice slower, deep breathing all the time in your daily life, especially if you have a stressful life. you got to do this, okay? It's kind of mandatory, all right? Just kidding, it's not mandatory, but it should be mandatory. If you're living a stressful life, you should deep breathe like all the time, just to really experience a better version of your life, a life filled with more ease, which you can absolutely do. So, deep breathing can also eliminate depression. So, the most effective type of deep breathing for depression would be a faster type of deep breathing, not the slow kind. Although the slow kind can be helpful, it seems that when you breathe deeper and a little bit faster, you get more oxygen into your body, and you get more energized. You get more, you awaken the energy body, and you start to really feel more energized and more awake. And since depression is kind of like the opposite of that, kind of makes you feel tired and just unmotivated, and it makes you feel like you just don't want to do anything or move, or it just makes you super lazy. When you do this kind of breathing, it will have the opposite effect. So, and I'm going to get into the 3 types of deep breathing shortly. That will be one for energy, one for focus, and then one for deep relaxation. So, yes, deep breathing will energize and relax you. So that's the nice thing about it. It's a wonderful thing. Deep breathing is such a wonderful thing because you'll get energy, but you'll also get relaxed at the same time. And that's a wonderful combination. That just makes life so much more enjoyable. And another benefit that you may not have realized is that you can actually get high naturally from deep breathing. And I'll explain why that might happen. Well, first, you're going to boost your oxygen levels. And when you boost your oxygen levels, your energy body is going to dial up. So you're going to have more energy. You're going to have more mental clarity. And you're going to feel almost like that same feeling you get when you drink a lot of caffeine and you just feel like you're on top of the world. You can get that from deep breathing over and over and over again. And that's really, really, really fun. Another thing that can happen is when you're concentrating on deep breathing, it can take your mind away from your normal default mode network of thoughts and thinking about stuff that makes you sober and keeps you, in the stress state. When you're concentrating on focusing on changing your breath, and you're doing that for an extended period of time, now your mind is occupied with that, and it's not thinking all the other thoughts that would cause you to not feel high naturally, if that makes sense. In other words, it's kind of like you're taking an imaginary drug just by concentrating on breathing, because you're taking your attention away from your normal thought pattern, which is kind of what a drug would do. It would alter your normal default mode, and it would alter it into a different state and make you feel different. In the case that I'm speaking of, it would make you feel high. So hopefully that makes sense. It's a wonderful thing that happens if you do deep breathing and you meditate on the deep breathing. It can really increase your chances of getting high naturally from just deep breathing. It's a fascinating experience. So deep breathing brings you closer to source frequency. Now, what the heck do I mean by that? Well, I mean that it will bring you closer to the natural state of your soul, which is a state of well-being. It's a state of relaxation. It's a state of joy. It's a state of peace. It's a state of just a wonderful feeling of just wellness, and a feeling of just all is well, really. A feeling of deep inner peace. That can happen. So now, what do I mean by closer to source? I mean, the word source is like another word for God, or for the source of life, or the universe, or whatever word you want to put in there, just so you get the idea if you're new to that concept. All right. Okay, here's another benefit. Boost your immune system and general health. So doing this incredibly enjoyable thing called deep breathing can actually boost your immune system, and it will boost your general health, because number one, it's going to eliminate stress, which is automatically going to make you healthier. It's going to help your immune system function better when you're not stressed. Number two is you're oxygenating your blood. You're oxygenating your whole body. Your organs are getting access to more energy from the oxygen, so they're able to function at a higher capacity. And your brain is also going to be benefiting. All your internal organs benefit from increased oxygen. So that's a huge, huge increase. And there's probably a whole list of other health benefits in there, but I just wanted to give a general statement there on that. Just basically breathe deeply all the time. That's what the course is designed to just get you to do. It's just breathe deeply forever. Okay? So, breathing techniques. Let's get into the breathing techniques, everybody. So, my 3 recommended breathing counts. So these are like deep breathing variations. Now, these are just my recommendations. These are my guidelines. Feel free to create your own. You can do any kind of deep breathing you want, but this is just my general recommendation based on the objectives of this course, okay? So, number 1 is inhale deeply for 3 seconds and exhale for 5 seconds. So this is like a faster deep breath. This isn't like a super slow. This is just like that's how fast it is. So that's 1 breath right there. Now, if you do this over and over again with no gaps, just 3 seconds in, 5 seconds out, 3 seconds in, 5 seconds out, and you do that over and over again, you will achieve a breathing rate of about 6 breaths per minute. And that's a really good thing to have 6 breaths per minute. Any rate of breaths under 7 breaths per minute is going to help you live longer, and it's going to help you age less. It's going to help you reduce or eliminate your stress. Basically all the benefits I mentioned earlier, starting with 6 breaths per minute. And the second one here is even slower. So I didn't calculate how many breaths per minute, but it's less than 6 breaths per minute, which is pretty cool. So you're inhaling for 5 seconds and you're exhaling for 7 seconds. So it's slightly longer than the first one. And this is kind of like in the middle range. And this one is good for, this one can put you into a very nice, calm mental state. You'll really notice that your ability to focus and concentrate just goes up a lot when you do this one. It puts you into a very relaxed body and a very calm, focused, clear mind. So definitely try that one out. Okay, the third one is, it's a little bit more advanced. So it's okay if you can't do this for the full 10 seconds in, full 10 seconds out, but I encourage you to try to work your way up there. And when you're doing these breathing techniques for the first time, I'd like you to sit comfortably or lay down, so that way your body is in a restful state so you can breathe slower, more easily without feeling like you're running out of air. So you're inhaling for 10 seconds and exhaling fully for 10 seconds. Just relaxing out. You're not blowing out forcefully. You're just exhaling naturally all the way out. And then you just do that over and over again. And this one is really special. Once you are able to get up to 7 seconds or higher of inhale and a 7-second or higher exhale, and you do that over and over again, this is going to make your body like super relaxed, and it's really going to help the energy flow through your whole body. You're going to feel almost like a full body high is the best way I can explain it. And it's really good for you. It relaxes your muscle tension everywhere, like in the entire body. Because what's happening is you're really increasing the buildup of CO2, which is what we breathe out when we exhale. But because we're breathing so much more slowly, we're breathing out less CO2. So that CO2 starts to build up in our blood. Now, you may have thought that CO2 is bad for you, that you don't want CO2 in your blood, but actually slightly elevated levels of CO2 are extremely therapeutic for your body and extremely healthy. In fact, it can help you live longer because it literally dilates your blood vessels. It dilates your arteries. It dilates blood vessels in your brain so that you actually get better blood flow to your brain and to the rest of your body. And when you're in stress, you're usually running low on CO2. CO2 is going down because you're breathing too fast. So with this counteracts the stress response completely. So if you do the 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out, you're not going to be able to be stressed, okay? I'm just telling you right now. Like if you really practice this, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to not be able to be stressed. You're also, any anxiety you might have is just going to like go out the window. It's going to basically get erased off the face of the earth if you do this one. So definitely work your way up to that if you can't already do it, but try to work your way up every day. Breathe a little bit slower, okay? It's so worth it. So bonus, this is a really cool way to breathe deeply. When you exhale, you want to make the sound like this. during the whole exhale. And you want to do it nice and slow. And if you do this over and over again, you might notice that it starts to feel really good to do that. It just, your whole body starts to almost like feel stimulated or electrified in a really pleasant way, or you'll feel this feeling of kind of like a pleasant euphoria in your chest or around your body. And that's a sign that this is working. That's a sign that your vibration is really increasing. So yeah, try that out. And also, if you're doing if you're doing that exhale, while you do the deep breathing and you exhale like that, it's helpful if you have your palms up. So like put your palms on your lap or on your legs and have them facing up, and close your eyes and do that. Do the and just keep doing that over and over again. Concentrate on that process, and you'll start to feel, it starts to feel really good. And yeah, so we'll just leave it at that for that section. So in general, you want to use faster deep breathing for an energy boost, because you're going to get more oxygen, and you're going to really, if you breathe a little bit faster, you're going to increase your heart rate a little bit. Your blood pressure is going to go up just a little bit, so you're going to have a little bit more energy, alertness. And that's good if you're trying to counteract depression. That's good to do that. If you want to counteract anxiety, then use slower deep breathing for calm and relaxation. So there you have it. It's very simple to understand. And yeah, so practice slow, mindful, deep breathing throughout the day. Okay? That's my instruction for you. Especially during any meditation. If you combine super slow, deep breathing with any of my meditations on this channel, my guided meditations, or any of my spiritual concepts, it's going to take those meditations and those realizations to whole new levels. So definitely pair deep breathing with my guided meditations. Even if you're focusing on something like just consciousness, or you're focusing on infinite consciousness, or you're focusing on the void, or you're realizing that you're beyond the body, it's still helpful to do slow, deep breathing, because number one, it's going to keep the three bodies, the energy body, the mental body, and the physical body aligned, so you can more easily integrate your experiences of going beyond the body or transcending into higher consciousness. And number two, it's going to increase your concentration. It's going to make it easier to focus and stay in the meditative state. It's going to make it way easier. So definitely do that. All right, so here we go. The last section is the 6 proofs of higher vibration from deep breathing. So 6 proofs that deep breathing is improving your quality of life, basically. Number 1, when your breathing feels pleasant, your vibration is raised. And it doesn't matter if it's just a little pleasant or a lot pleasant. As long as you're feeling pleasant from the breath feels like, it just makes you feel better, then you've already risen your vibration. Number 2, when you feel relief and relaxation after a long, slow exhale, your vibration has raised. So the moment you take a deep breath and you exhale and you just feel this like sigh of relief, that means your vibration has actually jumped up to a higher level. So now you're at a higher vibration. So number 3, if your deep breathing feels euphoric, your vibration has definitely been raised. So if you start feeling any kind of euphoria or just wonderful, blissful sensations in your body, that's a really good sign that your vibration is really going up a lot. And that's what you want. So yeah, if you feel bliss from deep breathing, vibration has definitely been raised. If your mind feels clear and you feel energized from breathing deeply, your vibration has been raised. That is absolutely true. And the last proof, if you feel happier, lighter, and at ease, your vibration has definitely been raised, okay? And that's the goal of deep breathing, is to bring you into a happier, lighter, more easeful state of being, state of consciousness. And it works. It works so well, and it's perfect for beginners. It's perfect for anyone. And anyone can do this. We all have lungs. We all have a breathing ability to control our breath, and we have the ability to breathe deeply. So take advantage of that as much as you can. And it will help you live longer. It will help you stay healthy and happy. And it will help get rid of any mental illnesses that may be torturing you during your life. And who knows what else it's going to bring you. It may help you manifest things in your life that you weren't able to before because of all the stress you're feeling. Now, when your stress gets deleted by these breathing techniques, all of a sudden things may open up for you. So that's an exciting thing to think about. So get deep breathing immediately, okay? Just start doing it right now. You have the techniques. Now, when it comes to how to breathe deeply, I didn't really specify whether to breathe deeply from the belly or just from the chest or both. What I say in this course is I'm just keeping it simple. Just breathe however you like. Breathe whatever makes you feel the best, okay? And definitely, the last instruction is to subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, you should definitely make sure you consider subscribing. You don't have to, but I would recommend that you do if you enjoyed this and you got a lot out of it. So thank you so much. My name is Adrian, and I'm so happy to help you. I'm going to keep posting tons of videos on this channel forever, so keep checking it out and get your free content or whatever I have on this channel. And yeah, I hope you got something out of this breathing course. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope you have a happier life as a result of this course. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful, deep breathing day and rest of your life. Thank you so much.